I run 4 different businesses that currently make $60,000 per month.
My name is Gil, and I vibe coded an AI app that makes over $30,000 a month.
In the last 12 months, I've built 2 apps that generated 1.5 million in revenue.
This is not one-time money. We're talking about recurring revenue, apps that bring in money every single month. Look, these people aren't ahead of you. They just realized something most people miss: how to build a simple subscription app around a problem people desperately need solved. That's it. Today, I walk you through the entire process: finding the right idea, building the full app with AI, setting up the backend, connecting real payments, and launching. Every step is yours to follow. Let's go. Step 1 is not building. Step 1 is finding the right problem. The only reason most people make zero is they build something nobody asked for. So the first thing I did was open Atoms, formerly MetaGPT-X. It is a full AI system that can research, build your app, and handle the backend, database, and payments from one prompt. I left the link in the description so you can follow along and build this with me in real time. So once you are inside, turn on the deep research toggle. This activates the built-in research agent called Iris and lets it go deeper into the real market. Then in the prompt box, I typed this: give me 5 high-demand SaaS niches where people are already paying monthly to solve a painful problem. For each niche, include the core pain point, who pays and why they pay monthly, the market size, and why now is the right time to build. By the way, I added this prompt and all the other prompts I use in this video in the description for free, so you can copy everything and follow the same process step by step. Now I just let it run. Before Iris starts the full research, it shows me exactly what it is going to investigate. 5 niches laid out as a clear plan. Niche 1, AI-powered workflow and personal productivity tools. Niche 2, customer engagement and retention tools for small businesses. Niche 3, employee mental wellness platforms. Niche 4, ESG and sustainability tools for companies. And Niche 5, personalized education and tutoring platforms. Now I already know which one I want. Niche 5, education, but I still want the full picture. I want to see how all of them perform, where the demand is, and where the gaps are, so I confirm and let Iris go deep on everything. Now Iris takes over. This is not a basic search. It is pulling real data from real markets, industry reports, growth trends, and what people are already paying for right now. Not guesses, not generic answers, real data. All right, the scan finishes. Look at this. This is not a short answer. This is a full market research report. Every niche broken down in detail. Pain points, market size, who pays, why they pay monthly, why right now is the perfect time to build. Honestly, if you take the time to read this, it can save you weeks of guessing. But the one I care about right now is niche 5, education. Let me show you what Iris found. First, the problem is clear. Parents feel like school is not enough. Kids fall behind. Grades drop. Learning gaps grow, so they look for help outside. But not general help. They want something tailored to their child. Now, look at who pays. Parents, and they pay fast. Around 35 to 45% of parents are already paying or actively looking for tutoring, and many spend hundreds per month. This is not one-time money. This is a monthly problem, which means recurring revenue. Now, the market. $38 billion every year in the US alone, and growing fast worldwide. And timing matters. AI makes personalized learning possible, and parents are already used to paying for online solutions. So you have a real problem, real demand, and real money. This is the gap. And this is what we are building around. But before I touch the builder, I need to go one level deeper. I need to find the exact painful problem inside this market that nobody has properly solved yet. And I need the right app idea to build around it. So I went back to Iris and typed this: research the homework help and tutoring app market deeply. I want to know the biggest complaints parents leave in reviews for apps like Photomath, Khan Academy, and Chegg. What makes them angry enough to leave a 1-star review? What parents are asking for that no app is delivering yet? Which grade levels have the highest unmet demand? What monthly price people pay without hesitation? And the single biggest gap in this market right now. Then based on all of that, give me 5 SaaS app ideas that solve the real problem. For each idea, show the exact problem it solves, why parents pay monthly, the price point that converts, and why no current app has solved it properly. Then rank everything by revenue potential and urgency. Real data only. No guessing. And again, I put this full prompt in the description for free so you can copy it and use it yourself. Now I hit run. And this is where the real opportunity showed up. The biggest complaints were clear. Apps are inaccurate. Answers are wrong or confusing. They give answers but do not teach. And parents hate the billing. Hidden charges, hard to cancel. Now here is the key insight. Parents are not looking for answers. They want something that teaches their child step by step, something that feels like a real tutor. That is the gap. No app is doing this properly right now. Most either give answers or make learning frustrating. Nothing sits in the middle, and that is where the opportunity is. Then Iris took everything and turned it into real app ideas. 5 of them. But one stood out immediately. An AI learning app that guides the students step by step instead of giving the answer, like a real tutor sitting next to them. This directly fixes the biggest problem in the market. Parents do not want shortcuts. They want understanding. The other ideas were solid. One focused on verified answers for college students, one focused on parent dashboards and tracking progress, one focused on reducing stress and improving confidence. All good, but idea 1 stopped me immediately. The Adaptive Learning Companion, an AI app that guides the students step by step instead of handing them the answer, like a real tutor sitting next to them, directly fixing the single biggest complaint in the entire market. Clear pain, clear demand. A problem parents already pay hundreds of dollars a month to solve. The decision was simple. This is the app, now we stop researching, and we start building. So I went to the builder inside Atoms and typed one single prompt. Now before I hit send, let me tell you what I put in this prompt and why. First, I told it the app name and who it is for, students aged 10 to 18. Then I told it the exact problem it solves. Every existing app gives the answer. This one teaches, step by step, like a real tutor. Then the business side, Stripe subscription, parent dashboard, student dashboard, full database, user authentication, transparent billing, admin panel, and a clean SEO-ready landing page. Everything the research told me parents wanted. Everything the existing apps failed to deliver. One prompt. Now before I hit send, one setting I always enable for something this important. Race mode. Right here, race mode. Instead of one AI team building this, multiple teams build it simultaneously and compete. Atoms picks the strongest result automatically. This is why the output quality is so much higher than any other tool out there. You are not getting one attempt, you are getting the best out of several. And for race mode, I select Turbo. Turbo gives maximum capability. Yes, it costs a little more, but we are building a real business here, not a demo. You want the best output, you use the best setting. Race mode on, Turbo selected. Now let Atoms build it. Watch what is happening right now. This is not one AI writing code. This is a full team working together in real time. One part is coordinating tasks and managing the flow. Another is designing the database structure, connecting parent accounts, child profiles, and payment plans. Another is building the application itself. And another is shaping product decisions based on the research. And because race mode is on, multiple teams are doing all of this at the same time. Each one takes a different approach. Each one builds a different version of the app. While this is running, I want to point something out. Most AI tools build the front end only. The pretty part, the part that looks good in a screenshot but cannot take a single dollar from a real customer. What Atoms is building right now is different. The front end, the back end, the database, the authentication, the payment system, all of it. At the same time, that is the difference between a demo and a real business. Now the results are in. Multiple complete versions built in parallel. You can see all of them side by side and compare. This one stands out. Clean, professional. Exactly what a parent trusts with their card details. It is also the recommended version, so I go with it. This is what the AI just built for me, a complete learning platform designed for students and parents. The headline says it all. Stop giving answers, start teaching thinking. That is not me writing copy. That is Atoms understanding the exact gap the research revealed and turning it into a product message. Then you see real proof elements, active students, problem solved, ratings, and grade improvement. This builds trust instantly. Next, it clearly calls out the problem. Most apps turn students into dependent users. Parents pay, but kids do not actually learn. Then it shows the difference. Step-by-step guidance, adaptive learning, real understanding, not shortcuts. Now the features. This is where the product becomes real. Step-by-step guidance. The AI breaks problems into small steps and asks questions at each stage. Adaptive difficulty. It adjusts based on how the student performs. Parent dashboard. Parents track progress, subjects, and improvement over time. Gamification, streaks, badges, and progress tracking to keep students engaged. And everything is safe and private. And it covers all subjects from grade 5 through 12. Everything a parent needs to see before they trust this with their child and their card. Now this is the part I love most, how it works. 4 simple steps. Step 1, ask a question, type or photograph any homework problem. Step 2, follow the steps. AI breaks the problem down and asks a guiding question at each stage. Step 3, think and answer. The child attempts each step. Mistakes are gently corrected with encouragement. Step 4, celebrate and grow. Correct thinking is celebrated. Progress is tracked. Confidence builds over time. That is a complete product experience explained in 4 steps. Any parent reading this immediately understands what their child will go through, and they immediately understand why this is different from everything else out there. Now the parent dashboard section. Parents can see what their child is learning, where they struggle, and how they improve. This is exactly what the research showed. Parents want visibility into real progress without enabling cheating. And it is built in. Now pricing. Look at this. Simple, honest pricing, no hidden fees, no surprise charges, cancel anytime with one click, less than the cost of one tutoring session per month. The monthly plan is $49. The yearly plan is $399, which comes down to $33 per month, 2 months free, and every plan includes a 7-day free trial. No credit card required to start. And remember this, parents hate hidden charges. They hate complicated cancellations. The system picked that up from the research and built transparent pricing into the product automatically. This is what happens when you research before you build. Now testimonials, real feedback from parents and students. This builds trust even more. So this is not just a design. This is a complete, professional, trustworthy SaaS product built from one prompt. And one more thing, look at this. There is a full blog section built into the app. And these are not random posts. Every article is targeted. Parents struggling with homework, ethical learning, step-by-step guidance, comparing this app to other tools, even topics like building confidence and improving results. This is powerful because this is how you get traffic. Now look at this one. Stepwise versus generic AI tools. Guidance versus answers. This is exactly what parents are searching for. And the article explains the difference clearly, why giving answers does not work and why guidance does. This is not just content, this is built for SEO, built to bring in users without ads. So now you do not only have a product, you also have a system that attracts the right audience. Landing page, product, payments, and traffic, all in one. That is what makes this powerful. Now let's test the app. I click Start Free Trial, sign in with my email, and it takes me straight into the parent dashboard. This is what parents see. They can add a child profile with name, age, and grade. Choose an avatar, create the profile, and everything is set. Now the child profile is here. From this point, parents can track everything: sessions, time spent, confidence level, streaks, and weekly progress. And this is important. It is not empty data. This updates as the child uses the app. Now let's switch to the student side. I open the student dashboard and start a tutoring session. Now look at this. This is the student dashboard. One simple box. From here, a student can ask anything, solve a problem, request a full lesson, or upload a homework photo. And right here, they control the difficulty: beginner, intermediate, advanced. So the system adjusts to the student, not the other way around. Now let's test it. I found a real math question parents struggle with, so I upload the image and set the level to beginner. It already prepares a prompt to analyze the homework. So I just hit generate, and as you can see, it understands the problem instantly and starts guiding step by step, not giving the answer, but teaching the process. Now, if the student gets confused, they can ask anything in this box, or use the built-in prompts right here. For example, I click Explain Differently, and it breaks it down in a clearer way. If that is still not enough, I click Simplify, and now it explains it at a much more basic level. So the student never gets stuck, no matter their level. Now here is another powerful part. If a student does not even know where to start, it already suggests topics like algebra, geometry, chemistry, history, writing, biology, statistics, and physics. They can either use the prompt box or pick one of these and start learning instantly. So for example, I just click physics and start learning. As you can see, everything is structured, clean, and easy to follow. Now I want to push this further. I want the app not only to solve questions, but also teach full lessons based on the student's grade. So I go back and type a new prompt. Add a learning section where students can choose subjects based on their grade. Each subject should include structured lessons, simple explanations, and questions after each section to test understanding. Make it clean, engaging, and easy to read for students. I hit generate. Give it a moment, and now look at this. All subjects are listed. The student can pick what they want to learn. Each section explains the topic clearly, then gives questions to practice right away. This is powerful. Now the app is not only reacting to questions, it is actively teaching. And everything looks clean, structured, and easy to follow. This is a complete learning system. Now, here is where it gets even better. If there is anything on this app you want to change, you do not need to rebuild anything from scratch. You just click Design right here. and it opens up a live editing view where you can click on any element on the page, text, colors, images, buttons, anything, and modify it directly. Whatever you change updates live on screen instantly. So you are not locked into one version, you can improve and adjust the app anytime. Now let's move to the part that matters most, the payments. Because a beautiful app means absolutely nothing if it cannot take money from a real customer. From here, connect your Stripe account and link it to your app. Once it is set up, every time someone subscribes, the payment goes directly to you. No complex setup. Now this is not just an app, this is a real business. Now we are ready to publish. I select the stable version and prepare the app for launch. I include the database, which holds all core data, users, profiles, and progress. Then I check the production keys to ensure payments are configured. Once everything is set, I hit publish, and now the app is live. From here, you can update your domain and set a custom URL. Congratulations, your SaaS app is now live. Now, one important note. This is a fast build to show the full process. Before you publish your own version, take time to refine it, study similar apps in your niche, identify what works, and more importantly, where they fall short. Then improve on it. Keep your product simple, clear, and focused on solving one real problem. That is what drives results. If your SaaS solves a real problem, people will pay. If it does not, no feature or design will fix it. So treat this as your starting point, not the final product. Look, building the app is only half the battle. The real work is getting people to actually use it. I put a complete SaaS marketing blueprint in the description so you can go from live app to first sale as fast as possible. And if you want more videos like this, comment SaaS and I will make another one. God bless. I will see you in the next one.